Good morning, I'm David Dutton. This is Channel 1 Atlanta News Now Live, our brand new 24/7 broadcast channel. We're here with you this morning with breaking weather information here for Stormwatch Atlanta. Tornado watch that has just been issued for western Georgia, and this is going to continue until 1 o'clock. This includes places like Carrollton and LaGrange. I expect this tornado watch to be expanded to include the entire metropolitan Atlanta area as we continue this morning. But right now, tornado watch in effect for western Georgia. We have had some tornado warnings this morning already in Alabama, in particular the Huntsville area and the Birmingham area, and we'll continue to monitor that as it moves in this general direction. And as we continue right now, what you're looking at is the radar out of northeastern Alabama and northwestern Georgia. And we have a tornado warning here in northeastern Alabama that's going to continue for the next several minutes. The rotation appears to have weakened some on this, but we're seeing a line of very strong storms now. These are severe, at the very least, damaging winds that will be moving into Cave Springs here over the next several minutes. So, likely to see some warnings going up here in northwestern Georgia here in just a few. Let's continue with this line that continues through Alabama this morning. Here in northeastern Alabama, it stretches down toward the Birmingham area, where we're seeing active severe thunderstorm warnings down here. We had some tornado warnings earlier in the Birmingham area. Those have been replaced by severe thunderstorm warnings. But again, this is a evolving weather situation, and we could get a new tornado warning at any time. Not seeing any areas of rotation at the moment there. Live from Atlanta, it's 5 a.m., and this is continuing coverage of severe weather on Channel 1 Atlanta. Good morning, I'm David Dutton from Channel 1 Atlanta Studios this morning. Thank you for joining us in this continuing coverage now of severe weather across North Georgia. The Storm Prediction Center has just issued a new tornado watch, and this is in effect until 1 p.m. this afternoon for a good chunk of the area south and west of the metropolitan Atlanta area in western Georgia. And in Georgia includes the following counties: Baker, Calhoun, Clay, Crisp, Daltrey, Haralson, Houston, Macon, or Houston, Macon, Miller, Muskogee, Quitman, Seminole, Sumter, Terrell, Webster, Bibb, Carroll, Coweta, Decatur, Early, Harris, Lamar, Marion, Mitchell, Peach, Randolph, Spalding, Talbot, Troop, Worth, Butts, Chattahoochee, Crawford, Dooley, Fayette, Hurd, Lee, Meriwether, Monroe, Pike, Shaley, Stewart, Taylor, and Upson. Again, the Storm Prediction Center has issued a tornado watch for much of western Georgia until 1 p.m. this afternoon. So now we have a severe thunderstorm warning that is continuing now. This is in northwestern Georgia. As you're looking at our radar live, you're seeing the line of very strong thunderstorms coming out of Alabama into northwestern Georgia this morning. And this new warning is in effect until 5:30 this morning for Chattooga, Floyd, Gordon, Murray, Walker, and Whitfield. Again, an active severe thunderstorm warning is in effect for Chattooga, Floyd, Gordon, Murray, Walker, Whitfield until 5:30. This is for 60-mile-per-hour winds. No tornado yet, but we'll be monitoring for that possibility any moment as we continue here over the next several hours.
Right, thank you, 502. And these are just some of the hundreds of cameras we're watching right now. Take you to any trouble
And
spots
for your
such as
information,
Georgia
if you happen to
Tech,
be
Northwestern,
listening to us
and we have
from
trouble spots. This
um,
morning we need the decades of experience from Mark Aram and Triple J Travel.
Alabama,
What's
we do
new
have
out
an
there,
active
Mark?
tornado warning that is continuing there until 4:30 Central for Clark and Wilcox counties. Again, Clark and Wilcox counties in Alabama, active tornado warning continues there until 4:30 a.m. Central Time. And we're expecting the possibility of tornado warnings. That's why we're here with you this morning in north and western Georgia. We're expecting the heart of this line to be moving into and across the metropolitan Atlanta area here over the next couple of hours. So stay with us. We'll stay with you as long as we can. Now, a programming note, we will be going off the air here on YouTube around 7:30ish, but our coverage continues on Twitter all morning with the very latest watches and warnings. So just a heads up there. We will continue to monitor this situation, and we'll be back with a live update in just a few moments. And if we get a tornado warning, we'll be right back with you immediately. Please stay with us. Good morning. It's 5:30 a.m. and this is continuing coverage of severe weather on Channel 1 Atlanta. Live from the broadcast center, I'm David Dutton. Good morning to you. It's 5:30 and this is continuing coverage of severe weather here on Channel 1 Atlanta. We have an active tornado watch that is in effect for western Georgia until 1 o'clock this afternoon. I expect that to be expanded to include the entire metropolitan Atlanta area as we continue this morning. Right now for western Georgia, and again that includes places like Carrollton, Newnan, and Fayetteville, and LaGrange, and that continues again until 1 o'clock this afternoon. We have a new active severe thunderstorm warning now for Gilmer, Gordon, Murray, and Pickens counties, and this is going until 6:15 this morning. Again, a new active severe thunderstorm warning, and that is for Gilmer, Gordon, Murray, and Pickens counties until 6:15 a.m. this morning. Expect winds in excess of 60 miles per hour with these storms, and a tornado is possible. Now, you're looking live at a radar on the right side of your screen there in our multi-view here of news, traffic, and weather. And you're looking at very strong storms here in northwestern Georgia. We've zoomed in here now to the Ranger area. We're seeing the possibility of some hailstones might be mixed in here with this purple showing up as well. So don't be surprised to see some hail here in the Ranger area here in just a moment. But again, 60 mile per hour winds coming into Ranger now, Fairmont, places like Talking Rock here in just a few minutes, and eventually Jasper and Ellijay by around 6 o'clock this morning. So again, damaging winds in excess of 60 miles per hour and a tornado is possible. Let's go over into the velocity mode for a moment and take a look at these winds. And here you see the strong winds coming in here as our radar updates live. And there might be a little bit of rotation developing right now here just to the northwest of Ranger. So we'll watch this very closely. Again, no tornado warning, but we're just seeing a little bit of rotation developing. We'll have to wait and see if that continues to develop and tighten up, and to see if it has the potential of coming down to the ground. So we'll monitor that. But again, some very strong winds here in northwestern Georgia this morning. You may be being awakened rather to very strong winds here in the Ranger area this morning. So we'll continue to monitor this very closely. Nonetheless, very, very heavy rain in this area. Expect flooding, gusty winds up to 60 miles per hour, the possibility of some hail, and the possibility of a tornado coming into Ranger, Talking Rock, and Ellijay here over the next several minutes. So we'll keep you updated the very second a tornado warning is issued or we see something popping up on our radar. We'll be right back with you immediately. We're going to take a quick break and we'll be right back with you. Stay with us. We have some breaking weather information to tell you about right now. We have a new tornado warning that has just been issued now for Claiborne, and Randolph counties in Alabama until 5:30 Central. Again, a new tornado warning for Claiborne and Randolph counties in east central Alabama until 5:30 Central. We've been watching this over the last few minutes, this rotation developing, and this is here in east central Alabama, around the Lineville area, just west of Godallie. And if this storm continues off to the northeast at about 55 miles per hour, it could be coming into west central Georgia here over the next roughly hour. So that would bring it into Ephesus and Rootville here in Carroll County within the hour, and possibly into Carrollton within the hour. So we're going to continue to monitor this, and you see that new tornado warning popping up there on the screen. Actually, the storm gets changed a little bit further to the north. So here's the possible tornado down here, and be moving toward the northeast this way. So that would bring it into Bowden, the west side of Carrollton, Mount Zion, and maybe eventually Bremen if it holds together here within the hour. So this is a heads up for west central Georgia. Right around 6:30, 6:45, we could be dealing with some rough weather here in west central Georgia. A tornado watch continues for west central Georgia until 1 o'clock this afternoon. Now expect that to come into the metropolitan Atlanta area and be expanded as we continue this morning. Again, we have an active new tornado warning now for Claiborne, and Randolph counties in Alabama until 5:30 Central, that's 6:30 Eastern, and with strong rotation here right around Lineville, Alabama, in Clay County. And this is headed toward Carrollton here within the hour. Stay with us as our coverage continues this morning. We'll be right back with a new update in just a moment. Any additional tornado warnings and continuing coverage in Georgia immediately. This is a severe weather update from Channel 1 Atlanta. Good morning. We're live at 5:48. A tornado warning continues for Clay, Claiborne, and Randolph counties in east central Alabama until 5:30 Central. We're expecting that this storm may continue, and if it holds together, it'll be moving into Carroll County here within the hour. So stay with us. We're thinking about you in Carrollton this morning, and Ephesus and Bowden and the Bremen area. So heads up, a tornado watch is in effect for Carroll County until 1 o'clock this afternoon. That means tornadoes are possible. A warning means that a tornado has been spotted by radar, or it's on the ground, been spotted by either a storm spotter or the police, and so on and so forth. So again, a new active tornado warning just to the west over the state line there in Clay, Claiborne, and Randolph counties in Alabama until 5:30 Central. That's 6:30 Eastern. And we'll be watching this as it heads toward Carrollton within the hour. We'll be right back in just a few moments with another update. Warnings immediately. Good morning. It's just after 6 o'clock. We're live from Atlanta with continuing coverage of severe weather here on Channel 1 Atlanta this morning. I'm David Dutton. We have an active tornado watch that is in effect for much of west central Georgia until 1 o'clock this afternoon. Tornadoes and damaging winds in excess of 70 miles per hour is possible in these areas. Now, in the metropolitan Atlanta area, this includes places like Carrollton, Newnan, Fayetteville, and LaGrange, basically south and west of Atlanta at the moment. I expect this watch may be extended further to the north and to the east as the day moves on. Now, earlier we had active tornado warnings in east central Alabama. That rotation has weakened now, and you're looking at a live picture on the right side of your screen, Stormwatch Atlanta radar, and we're finding this severe thunderstorm warning that is continuing for Gilmer, Gordon, Pickens, and Murray counties and for the next several minutes until 6:15. And a flood warning has been issued now for Fulton County. And again, a flood warning has just been issued for Fulton County. We'll have more information on that as it comes in. This is for the Big Creek near Alpharetta, and this will continue until 3 a.m. tomorrow morning. So again, a flood warning for the Big Creek in Alpharetta until 3 a.m. tomorrow morning. Again, we have no tornado warnings in effect for Georgia at this time. We will continue to monitor any areas of rotation, and but we do have this active severe thunderstorm warning here in North Georgia, and this will be headed generally toward Dawsonville and Dahlonega here over the next hour or so. Let's head down here to areas around the metropolitan Atlanta area, and we have a um, cancellation of that severe thunderstorm warning now for Gilmer and Pickens County. Again, Gilmer and Pickens County canceled from the severe thunderstorm warning, and a significant weather advisory now has been issued for Polk, Haralson, Bartow, Carroll, Paulding, and Floyd counties until 6:45. Again, that's a significant weather advisory. Generally, that means for winds in excess of 40 miles per hour and heavy rain, dangerous lightning, things of that nature. You're seeing these storms moving in from eastern Alabama. We'll be in Carrollton here over the next several minutes, and more storms moving back into the Rome area as well. And again, we see those flood warnings over in the Birmingham area. So some very heavy rain, at least, will be moving into and across the area this morning, along with the possibility of isolated tornado touchdowns and some wind gusts up to 60 miles per hour in spots. So we'll keep you updated this morning. Any tornado warnings that we'll be right back with you immediately. We're going to keep our video up all morning. We'll be here till 7:30, give or take a few minutes Eastern time, and then our coverage will continue on Twitter with the very latest watches and warnings there. Again, our coverage will continue here in just a few moments. Warnings immediately. Please stay with us. Good morning at 6:30, and I'm David Dutton. We're live from Atlanta with continuing coverage of severe weather on Channel 1 Atlanta this morning from the Broadcast Center. Again, good morning to you. A tornado watch continues for west central Georgia, including Carrollton, Newnan, Fayetteville, and LaGrange until 1 o'clock this afternoon, but may be expanded further to the north and to the east as the day goes on. Exactly, as a matter of fact, likely will be expanded. Now, we've had tornado warnings this morning back in Alabama. No major reports of damage so far. We have no active tornado warnings in Georgia right now, but we are following a little area of rotation here along I-20 to the west, right around Temple, and that's moving rapidly to the northeast. Strong thunderstorms there, but no warnings on this right now, but we'll keep you updated. Now we have this just in, our first school closing, if you're just waking up this morning, in Georgia, in North Georgia. Murray County schools will be closed today. They're canceling classes for today due to several power outages and flooded roads. The region tournament is still planned to be for tonight at North Murray. Once again, we have a school closing in North Georgia due to severe weather. Schools canceled today. Murray County schools closed due to several power outages and flooded roads. The region tournament is still planned for tonight at North Murray. This is the very latest. We'll keep you updated. Drive safely out there. Very slow this morning. Numerous accidents. Lots of road closures and delays this morning, so leave early. If you can commute from home, do so, or if you can work from home, rather do so, and stay safe out there. Um, Warnings immediately. We'll be back with a new update here in just a moment. Good morning, I'm David Utton at Stormwatch Atlanta here on the Channel 1 Atlanta multi-channel. It's just after 7 o'clock and this is continuing coverage of severe weather. A tornado watch is in effect until 1 o'clock this afternoon for most of the metropolitan Atlanta area. Now it's been expanded as we're expecting it to be, west and southwest toward Alabama. So that, again, that tornado watch has been expanded to cover more counties, including the metropolitan Atlanta area, until 1 o'clock this afternoon. We have school closings to tell you about right now. We have Murray County schools will be closed for today. And just in, all campuses of Georgia Northwest Tech will be opening at 10 o'clock this morning. Again, a delay. All campuses of Georgia Northwest Technical College opening at 10 o'clock today. A significant weather advisory has just been issued for Douglas, Cobb, Carroll, and Paulding counties until 7:45. Again, a significant weather advisory for Cobb, Carroll, and Paulding counties until 7:45. That's for this storm right in here. I'm having some technical difficulties here. Let me bring the radar back up here. As our radar update slide, you're going to find that these strong winds are right here along I-20 headed toward Villa Rica again, and there may be a little bit of rotation down here. This would be just to the northeast of Carrollton, a little bit of rotation developing here, and again this is moving rapidly toward the northeast, and that would take it toward the Villa Rica area and Douglasville here over the next several minutes as these storms are moving rapidly to the northeast at 60 miles per hour. Other strong storms are moving into Fulton County now, and these will be headed toward the city where there's numerous traffic delays this morning, and that will be moving into the downtown Atlanta area here in the next several minutes. So expect very heavy rainfall, to say the least, moving into downtown Atlanta here over the next several minutes. Again, as we continue our radar tour, we still have a severe thunderstorm warning up here to the north for the next several minutes for Bartow, Cherokee, Cobb, and Paulding, and that will continue until 7:15 in just a few moments. And we're still seeing storms back here in Alabama yet to move through. Until the front moves through, the storms will continue to develop. And as a matter of fact, we're expecting the storms to get stronger now after daybreak. So again, still a volatile situation. That concludes our coverage this morning on YouTube. Our coverage continues now on Twitter with the very latest watches and warnings. I want you to have a good, safe day, and if you can, stay at home. Reporting live from the Broadcast Center in Atlanta, David Dutton, Channel 1 Atlanta News.